Hello everybody, Greystone Plays. We're back with more Oxygen Not Included. No time for BS. Or is there? Got a lot of disgusting contamination all over the base. I wanted to show you guys something as well. So you guys, you spoon-licking min-maxers, you guys told me about something. I wanted to give it a shot. You said that if you made a closed circuit in between the lavatory and the shower, you could essentially keep recycling the craptastic water. In other words, the dudes would blow up the bathroom, and then the water would flow into the shower, and then the shower would flow back into the toilet, and it would just go back and forth forever. I think this works. The biggest issue I'm having is you need a large amount of pipe, and someone mentioned this as well. It looks like if this gets full up, then this will stop working, and then this will stop working. What happens is the lavatory will show that it's in use, and then this will show that it's not pumping, and you won't be able to use either of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the shower off for a little bit. I'm going to leave the lavatory on so that we burn through a little bit of this water, because I think the shower uses a lot more water. Well, I could clearly use a lot more water than the lavatory. And we'll see if we can get this ridiculousness going. Now, as it comes to the contaminated air, I don't know. It's there. It's not so bad, though, because there have been a lot of, like, uber min-maxy different builds that people have that utilize nothing but contaminated air to power their base. What they do, basically, is they let one of their guys die, and then they get the area filled with morbs, and they, like, wall it off so it can continually be of use to them. And they just exist on contaminated oxygen forever. It is a way for you to win the game, I guess, essentially. Or at least have no issue with oxygen. Because it's always one of a couple things. It's either oxygen or food. So if you have enough of both, then you really don't have to worry about it. Right now, we're going to go ahead and grab a bunch of these different plants over here. Again, we have a huge amount of seeds, so that's not an issue we're worried about. We are continuing to dig way up here. You can see we're all the way over to this area now. I think what we'll go ahead and do is dig this way. Right about like this. We'll go ahead and, of course, P9 this BS. While we're at it, let's go ahead and make a ladder out of some sandstone. You boys know how it is. P9 sandstone. Not that average sandstone, damn it. And we're gonna go... Oh, crapola. And we're gonna go... We're gonna mess up where the ladder goes. There we go. And we're gonna go straight up like this here. Now, the big issue that we're going to have is that we do have some contaminated oxygen over here. I could put a filter down here so that people can breathe. Because the biggest issue is that they don't have anywhere to catch a breath. So it's gonna take a little bit longer for them to do things. And that's fine. We can also put a little storage compactor over here. That's no issue as well. We'll put like a sandstone one or something. Actually, we'll put two of them down there. And while we're at it, we'll also put a little tiny air deodorizer over here as well, made out of sandstone. Someone mentioned use the air scrubber instead of the algae terrariums. I can try that. I haven't messed with an air scrubber yet. We clearly have the resources to make one. So, that's fine. We can do that. Air scrubber, let's see here. Filters carbon dioxide and removes it. So what does it use? It uses water. And I assume it uses power as well. Okay, so you need an intake and an outtake pipe for this. And do I feel like messing with the pipes right now? I guess I probably should. We're gonna want to keep it fairly low in the base, like somewhere down here, I suppose. Let me look over just kind of like the specs for this real quick. All right, so here's my incredibly jacked up air scrubber system for right now. Like I said, I just really wanted to try this out. I think what we're gonna go ahead and do is start turning all of this into mesh tile, which is something I wanted to do anyway. Very slowly, I kind of wanted to get all this stuff turned into mesh tile, and we're gonna start turning off these algae terrariums. And eventually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up completely walling off this bottom section for the most part. Just because we're not going to be going down here too much other than to deal with the battery area. And I think, again, that will kind of reduce some of the surface area of our base a little bit. But real quick, let's go ahead, and everything seems to be working okay thus far. We have a decent amount of copper left, so that's good. Let's go ahead and just start P9ing a whole bunch of mesh tile over here. As well, we can dig all this area out. In fact, we can just dig this entire area out. I don't even know why we're keeping it here right now. Let's just dig this out. There's no reason for it to be there. We could dig this out as well, but we're going to have like this weird shelving area. That's just us making our base as we do. If we look over here on the water overlay, things seem to be working pretty good. The issue right now is power, which we don't have a ton of. If we go over here, you can see we are like fresh out of power. So we're gonna need dudes working on these at all times. I'm kind of thinking about what I want to do to reduce some of our power intake, because everything here is drawing quite a bit. If you go down here, power consumers, right now you can't see anything because there's no damn power being made. But when things turn on, it'll show every once in a while, and we can kind of see what's messing with all the power. I may get rid of one of these refrigerators. I don't think we really need a second one. I mean, if we lose some of our food, is it really a big deal? We can always grow more. It's not that big of an issue. In fact, I'm gonna disable this right now, just to get us to have a little bit more power. Now, as far as our pipes go between the shower and the toilet, I think we're almost about ready to get this thing going. I'd like to see this water area kind of get up here before we do. We've got a nice stack of disgusting contaminated water going on over here, so that should work fairly well. We've got our thing over here creating, I guess, a vacuum, as it often does. You can see, well, now there's no damn power, but as soon as we get it taken care of, it should help out a little bit. And like I said, once we go ahead and, I guess, wall in this entire area here, most of the carbon dioxide should filter down to this area, especially once I turn all of this into mesh tile. It's going to take a little bit, but we do have plenty of copper, so I'm not, like, super worried about it or anything like that. There we go. We're getting all kinds of mesh over here now. You guys got to keep running, though. Keep freaking running. Let's take a look here. Using carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide emitting contaminated water. Okay, so that's good. So it's using the carbon dioxide. Is it, like, taking any of it away, I wonder? It kind of is. You can see every once in a while there's, like, that little aura that comes around it. That little, like, vacuum-like, yeah, little vacuum-like aura over here. I assume that's exactly what this thing does, is it creates that aura in that way. What we'll do is we will... Let's see, how do I want to do this? You know what? We might as well give this a shot, right? Let's go ahead. We're gonna freaking do this, boys. Let's go ahead and get tiles in here. Now, can we do tiles over the other tiles, I wonder? Like, if I do this like this, will it destroy the old tiles and make regular tiles here instead? Let's go find out. Yes, it will. All right, very good. Now, it probably, I assume, destroys the materials unless it, like, rips it open and then moves it. People are still using the lavatory, which is good. I think by now, I'm gonna go try and turn on the shower and see what happens. Let's go enable this thing and see if this works any good. Find out if people start using the shower. All right, we got a dude using the shower here. A bunch of crap is coming out. Very good, very good. Now, the biggest issue, like we said, is whether or not it stacks to the point. Okay, good, looking good. Now, does this say, okay, good. It still says ready, so that's kind of nice. I think we need a lot more piping, though. I have a feeling this is gonna come together real fast. I don't know, we'll find out. I'm gonna keep my eye on this, because I'm really curious to see this system at work. And I'm sure it does work. I don't think you guys are going to give me bad information. I'm either A, just using it wrong, which is totally possible. All right, yeah, there's a lot of people taking showers right now. I'm going to go ahead and probably disable this for right now. But is that basically what happens, guys? Is you can just kind of like have people... Yeah, see right here now it says empty pipe. So I wonder if the empty pipe is... Yep, it's because there's not enough crap over here. So I wonder... If we stack up enough crap, will it consider the pipe to be full, or is it gonna be like this forever? I don't know. It's a real jacked up thing going on here. I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit deeper. I will say at least our lavatory is still working if I have to. And I have to get some more hints and tricks from you guys. You guys can let me know. If one of you guys can maybe like post a picture to Twitter, that would probably help too. The only reason I say Twitter instead of the YouTube channel is that YouTube, like, mercilessly filters out links, so there's no way I'm ever gonna get to see it. Indie Sage at a 45%. I'm gonna go ahead and put you down here, Indie Sage, so that you can kind of do a little bit of resting. Oh, our buddy over here has been working super hard the whole time, so he has to get something to eat. All right, well, that's fine. Over here, everything else that's working, this gas pump, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and disable this stuff for right now. I don't really know if it's that big of an issue, because like I said, the biggest thing right now is, what is this? Is this doing things? This biodistiller, I don't think I want this running right now. I don't think I need this running right now, quite honestly. I just think it doesn't do enough at the moment. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and just deconstruct these pipes over to it so that we're not having any kind of like weird issues as it's trying to bounce back and forth. Guys, get those pipes. I know a bunch of you are doing your thing over there for God and Country. Building disabled, all right. Okay, good. The pipes are shot there, so this will continue kind of moving. Now, we do have like some smelly stuff going on here. But I wonder, is that giving me extra oxygen because it's releasing contaminated air into the atmosphere? God, I hope it is. So down here, what I want to do is start working. Let's go over here to our research tree. I want to get our insulation finished up. I really want to get the insulation kind of going. So we're going to go ahead and enable this building, and we're going to disable this building. And once Indy Sage gets his back all straightened out in a little bit, I'm sure he'll be working super hard to get us our damn research. And research is what I like to see. Okay, now it doesn't say empty pipe. Very good. So this is interesting. Now that there is at least a piece of crap in here, this appears to work. So I guess this system works when you have like a huge spider web of pipes. So you can effectively, really? So let me guess. The lavatory shows that it's in use. Yep, it sure does. All right, this may be a little bit more effort than it's worth. Where's the mess at so we can clean this up? Oh, it's way up here. Well, that's really not that bad. I mean, we can go ahead and clean this up without much of a problem, but whatever. Yeah, you guys can mop that up at your earliest convenience if you would. I would appreciate it. Oh, Jesus, we got another mess going on here. Where's this other mess at? All right. Well, lavatory, honestly, not worth it to me. I'm better off just freaking moving this stuff back and forth until I learn how to appropriately make this infinite. It just doesn't seem to do enough for me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and turn these on. Again, see, now this is bugged, like, forever. I think this is going to show in use no matter what we do. So, whatever. That's kind of one of the things. Now, a couple of different people have had this bug going on. So, it's not like, just us or anything like that. I guess this is a thing. Wow! This air scrubber is scrubbing some air. Jesus! That's nice. So, yeah, I think what we're going to go ahead and do in this case, let me see down here. How long can you guys hold your breath, I wonder? Let's go ahead and turn all this off right now. I'm going to go ahead and turn all these algae terrariums off so they're not utilizing anything. I'm going to go ahead and turn these lights off as well because we're not going to need them at the moment. And I guess what we can do is we can deconstruct one of these. We can dig out one of the... Hold on. We can dig out this area right here, and we could put a little airlock down there, and then we can have this bottom portion locked out. Now with that little tiny area, I think that people can still jump. Yep, they can still jump. They're fine. Good boys. Keep moving right along. So the problem is now I don't have a working shower. So I made my little circuit here. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep this weird little circuit for right now. Guys, let me know what I can do to make this better so we can get this working. I really want to get this circuit working. So let me go ahead and clean this up, and then we will certainly make a airlock door down here. Manual airlock door. We still have quite a bit of copper, so I'm not too worried about that. Remember O to put this thing on its side. Oh, no, right there we go. P level 9 for this BS. And we're going to go ahead and... do I want to deconstruct it? Let's just disable this for right now. I'm going to go ahead and disable this. Want to get a little bit more decor moving around while I remember off the top of my head here. We'll get another piece of decor here, here, and here for the moment. This way we can start really stacking decor for our dudes that are kind of running around all over the place, all ragged. We'll probably stack a couple more pieces of decor over here if we can. Another duplicate, I'm not going to worry about that right now, regardless of how good they may or may not be. I didn't see any of the things that I typically like, though, so I'm not worried about it. Over here by research, let me see here. Oh, that's right. Indy Sage has been having his back pummeled the entire day. In fact, Indy Sage should be getting pretty happy throughout the night here. Let's take a look at how our oxygen level's doing. Not too shabby. Like I said, the biggest thing is we're going to want to make sure that all of this air continues to filter down here. And I think it will, because we've got an extra drop down here, thanks to kind of this little step pattern that we've got going on. So we'll see. As long as well we keep the air pressure moving with our electrolyzer, I'm pretty sure this will continue to happen. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the electrolyzer right now. We should have plenty of air in the base. In fact, we do have plenty of air in the base. You can see the high-quality air going on right here. That's kind of nice. Let's see. Down here, someone mentioned, watch out in case we get, like, too much water down here and it starts to, like, overflow this tiled area. That could be a thing. I mean, I could just throw down another tile here. It's not like a huge deal. Like, we could just put like an extra P level 9 tile right there, and that'll make it a little bit higher. I mean, the guys can jump over it, so it's not really a big deal. Yes! Make more decor, damn it. In fact, while we're at it, let's continue to deconstruct our poor decor and make the best decor that we can. We want masterpieces all around. It gives us a little bit more of everything, which is good. So, right over here, insufficient oxygen generation, still A. Interesting. Moving back over to the oxygen overlay. Yeah, it's alright. In our water area here, I'm just kind of checking things out real quick. Let's see. This thing's still working? Oh, I guess it doesn't have to draw anything if it's not pulling in carbon dioxide. Well, that's nice. I'm glad it doesn't just, like, use materials heedlessly. That would kind of be a waste. So let's just keep an eye on that if we can. I'm going to try and remember to harvest, dude. There's a lot of stuff going around the base right now. Indie Sage working super hard to get our research done, which I'm very happy about. 3 of 20. I would like to get this done by the end of the episode so we can start making all of the insulation that we're going to need down by our battery area. So the batteries are starting to get much fuller now, which is good ever since we turned off a couple things. Not super full, just kind of full. Someone also mentioned that you can queue up a bunch of technology and research as long as you do it in the same tree. So thank you for that. That's interesting. There we go. Now with this little wall over here, we should be fine if our water continues to get up a little bit. I don't think that will make enough water for this to cause an issue. I don't think. We'll find out. Digging way up here. How you dudes doing? Oh, man, they are going. Oh, we're reaching abyssalite, boys. Here we go. Here we freaking go. Do we have any oxygen down here? Let me check. We have very little oxygen out here. We got a little bit of oxygen, but not too much. A lot of hydrogen over here that we could probably use if we wanted to. We could draw it all out. Just because the hydrogen has kind of like moved itself in here over time. But like I said, I don't think it's a huge issue. I'm not like super worried about it. I'll just let these guys continue to kind of dig at their own pace. And if I need to create an oxygen generation, ooh, good. It's creating contaminated oxygen. Actually, that's really important because like I said, they can continue to breathe the contaminated oxygen. So that's fantastic. In fact, this slime being there is very, very useful. That's going to allow them to continue to build. Well, that's not quite the way I would have done the system, but it's certainly working. All right, we've got a couple of paintings that have been destroyed, so let's go ahead and remake them and see if we can get these even better. Another painting here and another painting here. Can we fit one over here? No, we cannot. So we do have a couple of paintings coming down. Eventually, I might move the massage tables. I'm still thinking about this. I'm not 100% sure how I want to do it. Carbon dioxide, still not grand. I think it's because our dudes, well, I think part of it, the reason is because this was just a better carbon dioxide area. Really, I'd love it if it could get shuffled slowly over here. And I'm sure it is taking care of quite a lot of it, just not all of it for right now. We still have a lot of oxygen, a lot of breathable oxygen. I'm not really worried about a lot of this contaminated air. Like I'll turn on like an air scrubber here and there. As people mentioned, though, sand is going to be our issue. Again, though, we do have quite a few pockets of sand laying around. We've got some pockets over there of sand. I think we have, yep, we got more pockets over here of sand. Now, it looks like the sand is only immediately around your base. Right over here, where is there more over here? Right over here, we have some more sand. We got some more sand. It looks like they're only immediately around your base. So if you're looking for, like, sand out in the world, I don't know, man. I've never found it. I've never found any additional sand laying around. So pretty much all I can find out here is like gold, rock, some slime and clay and things of that nature. Look at this, is all clay up here. So it looks like all the good stuff is right down by your base. You know, all the things that you need to survive, so to speak, in the world. Come on, baby, keep making those freaking masterpieces. Get them done. Get those masterpieces done. Oh, I love you guys. Yes, freaking do it. Lavatory is still in use. I don't know if I'm gonna have to dismantle this and then kind of like redo everything. If I have to, that's fine. We still have a lot of contaminated water that we're sifting through, and then we have another chunk of contaminated water that we can break down, and then another chunk, then another chunk. So water-wise, we're doing okay. I would say we have enough to live for at least 100 more cycles doing this the inefficient way. If we really want to try and become, like, sickeningly efficient, we could try that as well. All right, at this point now, I am going to want to start... I'm going to want to start really kind of shifting all this carbon dioxide onto this side. So I'm going to want to think about how I want to do that. Now, we could create, like, another electrolyzer, something over here, to create the air volume, and so it'll hit down here, and it'll push everything down. That's a thing. We could do that. Or I could just turn this on right now, just kind of enable it. And it will eventually push things down. It just takes longer because of the air scrubber kind of being on this side of the base. And a lot of our sleepers and stuff being on this side of the base. Now, in retrospect, it's not a huge deal because we moved our little guys from over here to over here. So it's not like they're having a huge issue. I'm probably going to want to make mesh tiles over here. And other than, like, this research happening, once this research happens, we're not going to need to research again for quite a while. So I'm not even worried about, like, anyone being down here in all this. We got a food shortage going on. Do we? Do we? Oh, we got some 98% growing stuff. So this stuff will be grown here in a little bit. I'm not even worried about all that. The Mona Lisa paintings are starting to come along pretty good. Got a couple more over here. Let's see what we've got going on at the top here. More bisphylite phosphate. Oh, we got some coal up here. I mean, that's a cool resource. Having some extra coal is never bad. I don't usually see too much of that laying around all the way up here, so I kind of like that. And our research is done. Okay, good. So now we can start getting insulated tiles in. I think I'm going to go ahead and start on that right away. I'm going to make these insulated tiles out of this rock, probably. We'll do this with a priority of 9. And what we'll do is, I think I'm going to start on this side. We can start digging down here. Let me see. We're going to have to do the first. We're going to have to do the top and then the bottom, so these batteries aren't going to be able to work for a little bit. Only reason why is because as we make the insulation, I think I'm going to want at least 2 levels of insulation around everything to keep the heat in as much as possible. So let's go ahead and do that. So to do that, we're going to need to dig all this out. So let's go ahead and start digging this. Now that means that when we dig this area here isn't going to have a base to work. So it's not going to be working. But whatever, I think we'll be fine. We've got enough of everything else kind of going on around the base that it shouldn't be too huge of an issue. Ooh, we got a bunch of new food here that we can pick. Yes! Oh, that mealwood. Love that mealwood so damn much. Everything else going on okay here? Just check over here. Max air pressure, max air pressure. Okay, so we've got some max air pressure going on every once in a while. I think I am probably going to move this storage compactor full of slime. I might move it down here with this other stuff. Again, we're not doing very much with this slime right now. So that could be a thing, and that will allow me to get rid of all this, which will enable me to move the air around a lot better. Well, it'll enable me to get rid of, like, from here to here. Like, our poor little electrolyzer is sitting on something, so I would hate to have it sitting on nothing. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, these masterpiece paintings are coming right along, though. Go over here to Decor. Look at that bright green, baby. That bright green. What is everyone's Decor expectations right now, I wonder? Still 50. So, let's see here. Change per second. Okay. Oh, it's going up and down and up and down. There we go. Okay, so it's going up right now because they have plenty of Decor. Okay, good. So they're pretty happy with their level of Decor. How about you down here? How do you feel about your level of Decor? Decor... Yep, you got plenty of Decor. Good, because we've got the masterpieces going, guys. Ah, so delicious. I love it so much. Very good. Everyone's starting to dig down here. Very good. In fact, while they're doing that, we can start immediately making tiles as they get the little pieces done. Actually, let me think about this for a second. Actually, I don't want to do that. We're going to have to do the tiles under that as well. Because if I'm going to go 2 down, we're going to have to dig 2 down. So, in fact, I'm going to start digging this way as well. It's not a huge deal because we're not using the coal generator anyway. Come on, boys. Keep digging when you can. Keep digging when you can. How's the oxygen level looking? Looking fine. Like I said, at least in the area where we need everyone to kind of move around, it's not so bad. This is interesting. The area down here is doing, like, great. Just because it's so walled off and people spend so little time in here that they have plenty of oxygen. That's fine, though. You know what? I'm not even worried about this level of carbon dioxide. You can get rid of carbon dioxide on the map really, really fast. So, for us to try this out isn't a big deal. I'm not worried about it at all. Biodistiller. Keep smelling up the area. Keep smelling up the area. Because I think you're creating fresh... Well, not fresh. You're creating air that I can use. So keep doing that. What do we got going on down here? Atmospheric pressure is too low. Atmospheric pressure is too low. And this says that there's a perfect atmospheric pressure. So I'm curious why the atmospheric pressure is too low when this is working at all times. It should go away every now and again, I would think. Yeah, it does go away every now and again. You can see it. It kind of like it's there, then it's gone, then it's there, then it's gone. That goes on and off and on and off. All right. I'm going to have to take that into consideration. Possibly... Let's take a look real quick at more of our oxygen overlay. All right, I'm pretty sure it's just because there's way too much. There's way too much carbon dioxide over here. That's probably, well, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is. Because all the rest of these ones are totally fine, whereas these ones aren't because of the amount of carbon dioxide. So if we wanted to, like, we could put, like, 1 algae terrarium over here to start combating this, and then we'll start messing around with kind of how to make sure that the carbon dioxide filters down here. I mean, we could like pump it down there if we wanted to. Yeah, let's go ahead and pump it. Why the hell not? I haven't messed around enough with this, so I think I'm gonna give this a shot. I haven't messed around with, like, moving carbon dioxide around, so this is a good test. This is like a nice short testing area. Just a little tiny area for us to give this a shot. I'm making everything out of sandstone anyway, so I don't really care. It's not like a huge deal that we're using some of this, some of our resources. Keep making that power. Now, the only issue is that we're going to have another power draw going on. We still have some digs pending over here. And, in fact, now that this stuff is done, I can finally start with my insulated tile. So let's go ahead and P9 some insulated tile. We're going to go ahead and start it right down here. We'll get that going. Once those guys have that done, we can put the next set of tiles underneath them. We only have 1 battery being used right now. So, that's why, that's kind of our little power issue at the moment. Yes, do it. Do it to it, baby. Yeah, you can see our food shortage is coming from that, so that's kind of an issue. Get that pump done. I want to see his pump work. And put the rest of that crap down there as well. Yes. All right, so let's take a look here. So is this going to start throwing down carbon dioxide in this area, I wonder? Let's take a look here. Contents, carbon dioxide. Let's go take a look at our gas pump area. There it is. All right. Yes. All right. I guess it is working. Cool. All right. Well, we'll see how well this works. I'm gonna see if I can get. Oh wow, works pretty damn good. Holy crap! It moves some carbon dioxide real damn fast. Jesus. Okay. Well, there's always that. Hold on. Let me go ahead and just reject all these real fast. Wow. Okay. So I do not want to underestimate the gas pump when it comes to moving pretty much anything. But man, it got the CO2 out of there freaking fast. Like, real fast. Real fast. So I'm pretty happy about that. That'll allow us to keep the area around our meal woods and stuff pretty decently clean for the most part. So what is going on down here? What is this? Did you see that? Hold on. It looked... Why is it like burning red down here? Is it because there is like a super thick portion of carbon dioxide? Oh, there is. That's really cool. Look at that color scheme, guys. That looks pretty neat. Huh. All right, I never knew about that. Oh, while we're at it, let's go grab a couple more of these tiles. This way we can get some of these working for us. Real quick. I'm kind of surprised that you guys haven't dug this stuff out yet. Please dig that out. I would really appreciate that. That would help a brother out. in the greatest and most important of ways. And in fact, get the rest of these tiles done as well. Okay, yeah, this is good. This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, good. So, yep. Air scrubber's working pretty hard. Every once in a while, gas pump's doing its thing, which is good. Starting to put some of these different tiles down, which will activate a lot of these batteries, which I'm pretty happy about. The food shortage thing was happening, but we have a bunch of plants that are going to be coming into the realm here of foodable. So let's go ahead and grab this. Our stress has not really been an issue at all. I haven't had to really put anyone on the tables like that much. Not like I normally had to. So, man, all of the decor, so good. You can see right down here, these poor little plants are getting the crap kicked out of them. There we go. Yes. Yes. Make those tiles, baby. Good. Good. There we go. Now we've got another battery that's working hard. Excellent. Yes. Dig all that in. Okay, good. Now we're starting to get areas where we can put the rest of the insulated tiles down. Excellent. Yeah, this little chamber's gonna take a while to make, but what the hell? I figure why not? We might as well give it a shot. Our water is... Wow. Our water is actually coming along a lot faster than I thought it would. Like a lot faster than I thought it would. Look at this. Man. I mean, great, I guess. But I'll have to... Oh, hold on. Who's suffocating? Mr. Hart, where you at? Oh, all right. I guess you were just down there for the longest of times. Go ahead and grab a little breath of disgusting air, my friend. I wonder if it's because down here when people use the bathroom, they start choking out? Eh, probably. I'm not too worried about that, though. Like I often say about my lack of worries, they can get out of there before they die. They can get out of there before they die. I think, for the most part. If we have to, we'll do something. I mean, once these guys are done working down here as well, they're not going to have a lot of reason to continue to stay down there. And it looks like they're smart enough for their own good. Anyway, that's what we've got going on right now. So the biggest thing that I want to do is see if I can get this shower and this lavatory BS going on. And then other than that, I mean, our jacked up, crazy, stupid, not at all efficient base is still working really good. We still have plenty of water to continue to get us. We're at cycle 100 now. The stress is no big deal. We've got plenty of ways to alleviate it with all of our masterpieces, and we're only going to be making more masterpieces and more sculptures and stuff like that as rail bearing gets better and better. So to see the stress going down instead of up is a big thing that I enjoy. Messing around with the gas pump works pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. The gas pump does fantastic at moving large quantities of frickin' air if it needs to, so that's pretty sweet as well. Guys, hope you're enjoying Oxygen Not Included. Until next time, stay foxy and much love.